This is N2PQJ Steve, and I'm going to do a repair on an Icom IC-R75 receiver. It's a very common problem with these radios. I have two of them. I repaired one of them, and I figured I would film the second repair so that everyone would know exactly how it's done. The Icom RC75 power jack in the back here is notorious for being loose. As you can see, it's wiggling around, and eventually that's going to come so loose that the radio is going to brick and it'll be useless. So I'm going to show you exactly how we can repair it. What we will need to repair it is, and obviously the Icom R75, some type of screwdriver. I like using one of these power screwdrivers. I also like to use an egg carton that has been numbered, a piece of paper, a pencil. You'll need a soldering iron with a holder, some safety glasses, some solder, and I like to use a fan when I'm soldering, so I have a little remote fan here that I work with. Okay, let's get to it. So what makes this an interesting repair is that normally you would say, alright, I'll just pop off the bottom screws, we'll take off the bottom plate and be able to solder this in. But as you'll see, it's not that simple. I do need a longer screwdriver bit here. We're going to speed this up so you guys don't have to wait for this. Okay, remove the screws for the bottom, and this slides out. Okay? And when you look at the bottom of this radio, unfortunately, we have no access to the jack. It's covered. So we have to go from the top. So this slides in. This doesn't... because of these tabs here. So again, you can't attack it from the bottom, so don't waste your time. I just wanted to show you that you need to do it from the top. So I'm going to spin this around, and here is how we're going to attack it. Okay, so there's a lot going on in this radio. So what I did was I just used a marker here, and I marked these so that you wouldn't get confused. So I start from the top to the bottom. This is number 1, and this is number 2. And then this is number 3, and this is number 4, and then 5, and that one is 6, and 7, and 8, right? So, and then I wrote down, I'm going to unplug number 2, right? And then I'm going to unplug number 4. So 2 goes with 3. And number 4 goes with 1, and number 6 is next to number 5, and number 8 is across from number 7, right? And then unplug the antenna. Okay, so I'm writing all this down so that I don't have to remember it. Okay, now the next thing is I just want to take out the screws in the back here. So we're going to take out the 2 screws for the dipole antenna, the 1 screw for this RCA jack. Okay, and And then the next thing is we're going to do these ribbons, okay? There's one white ribbon and there's 3 copper ribbons. And basically what you have to do is just kind of grab the sides of the ribbon. The white part here, this part, actually stays. It's the ribbon that comes up, and the same goes for these. So I'm going to just start right here and give this a little, just very even pressure, pulling it straight up and get it out of the way. And then I'm going to do the same with these copper. These are a little harder because they're next to each other. Okay, so we got all of the ribbon cable is out of the way, and now there are 2 clips that are on the side here, and these clips just hold in, connecting to the board. So we're just going to raise these clips up, and I'll put that in here. These 2 clips. And then there's these plugs here, so you can see how it's has a so the 4-pin, this white cable here comes off. Just pull it straight up. And then I only did one of these. I just did the 4-pin. I couldn't get this one out, and it didn't matter. I just turned the board over. So, all right. And let's see. All right. I think we're about ready to take the screws that are holding the board here. Okay, so they're here. They are actually, these screws are numbered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we're going to grab those. Grab those 6. Okay, there's a clip that's on the other side of this connector. So when you slide this board out, you just have to make sure that the orientation is correct. So let me see if I can wiggle the board out, pull it towards the front of the unit, and it looks like I got everything. It's going to go. See, I just want to make sure that this doesn't fall out, because this is loose. Okay. Alright, I'm just going to put a little mark on here for the top, so that I know that that's the topping out. Right. I don't have to worry about that. And because this is connected, I'm just going to turn it over, and we're going to solder it in place here. So here's the piece, and you can see that it's loose, and it's just three little connections here that you just have to. Now what I did was I laid this down so that it's now pushing and giving a nice flat spot, so it's holding it there, and I'll be able to tack this real quick. Okay, so we're going to put on the soldering iron, let it warm up for about 4 minutes, and then we'll start our solder. Okay, soldering gun is heated up, and we're going to do just a little touch up on this. Okay, I'm going to just inspect that under a lens here real quick. Just hold on. So you can see that the soldering now is, these are 3 good solder joints, and so we're going to put this back together and see if it works. Okay, so we're cool and it's not rocking anymore, so let's go through the process of putting this back together. Okay, let's plug it in and see how successful we are. Back in a minute. Okay, here we go. We have time station CHU Canada. Let's see how it sounds.
CHU Canada. Coordinated Universal Time. 21 hours. 34 minutes.
Okay, and now I'm going to try an AM station, 88.
Well, Linda, this was his first press conference after last...
Okay, so it sounds good and it works. This is N2PQJ, and have a great day.
Nice one. Everyone's gonna trust you.
I can't get the damn thing off.
I want to listen to this guy how to repair my radio.
I can't get it off. Boy, this is like the worst video you'll ever see.
I should title it "How Not to Repair an Icom Radio."
I mean, I'm destroying this thing. I can't believe I can't get this cover off. This is nuts.
We've had like 20 seconds of usable footage so far, and 5 minutes of you struggling with the cat.
We're not using any of this.